Hello, Panthers. I'm Cloie Olsen here today for our third senior highlight. During this time, we want to get to know some of our seniors at MHS. Today, we have Joseph Cyrus. Hey, Joseph.
Hi. Sorry.
Listen, I struggle. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, what are you involved with at MHS as well?
At MHS, I was involved with National Honor Society, the Black Student Union, where I served as the 12th grade rep, um, speech and debate team, where I was the president and the interp captain, and band program, where I was a percussionist and a section leader.
You are everything.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, so now we're going to do a Would You Rather segment. Joseph, I will be giving you some Would You Rather questions, and I want you to answer as honestly as possible.
Okay.
So, would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout?
Shout. Everyone would hear me. I
Make
don't. I don't really care if you're like, oh, that's a TMI. Like, and honestly, privacy. I don't really need it. I'm pretty open. So like, shout.
Okay. Okay. Would you rather have super strength or super speed?
It's actually a hard question. Um, Probably speed, because if I'm shouting and someone tells me to be quiet, I can just dip out of the situation before I get yelled at.
Fair enough. Okay. Would you rather live without music or movies?
What was the second part?
Or movies? Like, would you rather live without music or movies?
I don't think I could live without music, because TV would still exist if I couldn't live without movies. If I could live without movies.
True, yeah. Would you rather sound like Darth Vader or look like Darth Vader?
Sound. His voice is cold. I don't know what everybody's talking about. His voice is ugly. Voice is clean. I would want Darth Vader's voice now.
Okay, would you rather read the book or watch the movie version?
Read the book, because it's actually an accurate representation of the story.
Okay, would you rather dress in neon yellow or neon pink for the rest of your life?
There are some clean neon yellow outfits out there, so neon yellow.
I feel like you rock that.
I do too.
Would you rather be an infamous villain or an unknown superhero?
Unknown superhero. I feel like they get a lot of, I don't know, like they get a lot of hate from the people, but at the same time they're still doing what's right and they don't need anybody's recognition.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you rather spend 1 week in the wilderness or one night in a real haunted house?
The wilderness. I'm
Why?
less likely to die from the wilderness than I am from a bunch of creepy things in a house.
True. Okay. Would you rather robots or aliens taking over the world?
Aliens, because I feel like they still have some sort of emotions. With robots, they're emotionally disconnected because they don't have real feelings. I feel like if someone could be a representative and assimilate themselves into alien culture, then we'd still have a shot at, not, I wouldn't say like total unity, but not like a complete takeover.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're less likely to die from one than the other.
Yeah. Okay, so final, would you rather? Would you rather solve world hunger or achieve world peace?
Um, I don't think that world peace is something that can ever be feasible. There's always going to be that one person that wants to start drama or start something. I think that in all honesty, if you wanted to solve for world peace, you could give everybody food, because food makes everyone happy. So I'd rather solve for world hunger.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. So, online learning is new to everyone, and some people are struggling with it. So, what like are some of your tips for those people?
Don't spend all day working on your assignments. Like, don't 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 make that the only thing that you're doing. Work on them for a little bit, take a break. Like, you're at home. You don't have like a dedicated schedule to where you need to do all of your work at one time. So space it out. Like, do a couple of assignments for like one or two classes, take a break, and then go back once you feel like you're mentally prepared to do it again.
That's amazing information, honestly. Like I do the same. So I have more questions for you, but these are some unique interview questions. So, if someone wrote a biography about you, what would the title be?
Oh, um, I don't know. I've never been asked that question. That's a good one. Um, I would probably make it self-titled. It would just be the story of Joseph Cyrus. Like I don't know any other way to like put that out.
So, if you won 20 million in the lottery, what would you do with the money?
I'd probably invest. I would split it up a decent amount. I'd invest 5 million. I would donate 10 million, and then I would keep the other 10 for just like some other things. Of course, I'd buy a house for my parents. Buy a house for myself. If I have a family at that time, then obviously my family's gonna come first. Um, I would honestly play smart. I wouldn't go out and buy all these stupid things until I prioritized everything else.
That's really sweet of you to buy your family a house, like your parents a house first. Like, okay. And finally, who do you admire most and why?
Who I admire most? That's I have a lot of people that I look up to. Oh my gosh. Um, I want to say Frank Wilderson III. He was a movie director. Um, he wrote a lot of movies as well, but he also wrote a modern thesis on like Afro pessimism and anti-blackness. So like obviously he did a lot of things talking about like racial motivations within the South and just around the world in the United States specifically in the 60s. He wrote a lot of really powerful messages that really resonated within me when I read his stuff. He's used in a lot of modern debate theory, which I did not know until after I had read his stuff, and I was like, "What?" But it makes sense.
Okay. And so we know your days as a Panther are dwindling. So what are your plans after high school?
I'm actually attending Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois, to pursue a double major in political science with a concentration in conflict analysis and resolution, and economics with a minor in television arts.
That's wonderful. Good luck with that. Okay. So we want to wrap it up with some words of advice. If you could share some wisdom with your freshman self, what would it be?
Um, do your assignments. Like it's not as easy as middle school. Actually, like you actually need to put time and effort into your work if you actually want to succeed. Like I think that's one mistake that everyone makes their freshman year is that they don't think that it's gonna be as hard when in reality freshman and junior year are the hardest years you go through in high school. Like you have to actually buckle down, do your work because honestly it sucks at the time. Like it's gonna suck to do all that work and go through all that mental stress. But it's so rewarding knowing how it pays off later when you get like your class rank or you get into a school that you really wanted to get into. Like work hard all the way through. Don't just get complacent because you did well in one thing.
Hmm. That's wonderful advice. Okay, so thank you for taking your time to chat with us today.
Thank you.
We really,
All right.
hmm?
See you guys later.
Until next time, go to and go Panthers.